disqualification, no false count anywhere. But this match is actually for the belt. Whoever wins this match will be the winner.
Well, Quiz, I hope you got your fractions on, because we might be running down I-5 here to call this match.
Hey.
I got my gear on. I believe she forgot to mention the NWWA Heavyweight Champion, C.J. Edwards.
That is correct. Is he not a two-time champion?
185 pounds, hailing from
That he is.
Inglewood, California.
No,
DeMarcus James!
no, he's the lightest man to ever hold that title.
That is very, very true. He actually beat me out for being the lightest man to ever hold the title.
That's true.
No false count anywhere. Anything goes. Street fight for the belt.
But just on a line that I still like.
World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay. And here we go. Like C.J. Edwards may be the lightest, but I still hold the record of being the first African American and still the youngest heavyweight champion in this promotion.
And also the women's heavyweight champion also.
No, we don't talk about that
we
that
don't
much.
talk about that no more.
Yes, we don't talk about that much.
Now, have you had the opportunity of being a tag team champion yet?
No, I have not had the opportunity of being a tag team champion. I've actually held almost every single major title in this company except for the tag titles.
You've been television champion, heavyweight champion.
Yes, I have been heavyweight champion, television champion.
We won't mention the other championship.
For several women's champions. No, we got to mention that. That was the first. High explosive suplex for C.J. Edwards there.
You know, with this match, you can't. I don't know. I think C.J. might be a little bit quicker.
C.J. is definitely the quicker of the two in this former tag team.
Yeah. You know, and it's a shame because this was a very good tag team.
Yes, very much so. Oh, looks like a head-on collision, but looks like C.J. was barely able to catch him in midair for that Hurricane Rana.
That Hurricane Rana was made famous in Mexico.
Yes, very much.
Also, though, you might remember a big man by the name of Scott Steiner that could throw a pretty mean Frankensteiner.
Oh, you are definitely skippy about that. One thing that actually just strikes me a little bit out about this match, C.J. did show a little bit of concern when DeMarcus went outside the ring.
Yeah. And did you notice how they were as a tag team? They dressed alike. Did you notice C.J.? DeMarcus doesn't have his regular gear on.
Yes, it is a rarity to actually see DeMarcus without his traditional D-Mob gear on. Looks like he's actually wanting to get away from that. Oh, atmosphere. DeMarcus fight back with some rights.
This is also a 1 hour time limit. 1 hour time limit, 5 minutes long.
You can't take nothing away from DeMarcus as far as the speed goes either.
Exactly. He is very quick. I do have to believe C.J. does have.
Oh yes, absolutely. C.J. is definitely the quicker of the two.
So when it comes to strength and power, I have to give it up to DeMarcus on that one.
Yes. I've seen C.J. take some incredible beatings and come back. He's so resilient.
Very much so. Like both of those two were in that fatal four-way match, actually against each other and against the former champ Big Ugly and also his little Angel.
That is correct. And to be in the man with the size of Big Ugly and be able to take that beating and take the championship?
Oh, exactly.
From a man of what, probably 100 pounds?
Probably so. And also too, like one of the most devastating moves up and down the West Coast, the internet mark. Like, you're surprised to see DeMarcus James still standing after that.
Absolutely.
And this is actually a good game plan on it. It's very smart on slowing down the pace of CJ.
Absolutely. You got to do whatever you can to slow the speedster down. It's like with the speed guy, you got to try to slow him down. With the big man, you got to try to chop him down.
Exactly. He was actually doing a good job on focusing on the lower body part of CJ Edwards. Without that lower body part, there's not that much you can do.
You can't high fly.
Exactly.
I just really hate to see a tag team broken up for a championship, but you know what? not the way it is in this business.
Definitely much so. Like on a personal level, I've seen things broken up over a whole bunch of. I've seen friends break up over money. I've seen them break up over.
You know, perfect example of breaking up over money. You go back to Lone Star and Keith Atkins.
They actually broke up almost the exact very same reason, over losing the championship.
And that bounty.
And the bounty, yeah. Money and a little bit of a scrap.
You know, money and championships are what this sport, you know, is all about.
Yep, that is a very good point, but at sometimes, like, is that really enough to keep you wanting to be the champion? It's like coming out here, or obviously putting on good matches and being noticed as the best around. You have to be again, picking back up the speed a little bit.
You know, you've seen a lot of great people in this business that's never held titles. That's the thing with CJ, man. He's not only quick, but you got to watch him with his feet.
Exactly.
Because he'll kick your head off.
Definitely. Like, it looks like he kind of favored his leg a little bit. It was like a little bit slower than normal. Like maybe something happened.
I think when he took that fall outside, I think he caught his leg on the apron in the ring.
That could have been it. Another spinning roundhouse to the back. And right back. Another thing is going right at the back once again.
Referee says a 2 count on that. I don't know, just talking to DeMarcus earlier, it's just a different demeanor.
It does seem to look like he does have a different demeanor. It does seems he's a lot more focused in this match.
He wasn't the jokester, you know, gangster, prankster that he's normally been. He's very focused.
He is very focused in this. Like he is not actually let up at all.
I did not get a chance to talk to CJ before the match, so I don't know how his frame of mind is. But being a champion, you know, you got to be ready to go at any time.
Most definitely. I saw him out in the back. He was pacing back and forth, literally bouncing off the wall.
Well, you know, being a champion yourself, what kind of frame of mind you have to be in when you're defending that championship. You got to be ready to go.
Exactly. You have to be ready to go at all times. You have to sit there, literally know who your opponent is, know when they're coming up, even if they blindside you, review who they are, and go back and forth. And very rare, actually, CJ showing.
That took some power.
Stand corrected. CJ's actually showing some pretty good strength with that stolen suplex.
You know, going back to what it takes to be a champion, perfect example reminds me of Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Very good point.
16-time world champion.
Definitely, he was always one of the greats of all time. No doubt, a legend and a Hall of Famer in this industry.
And he was there.
Exactly.
In the match, he was ready.
Exactly. He was ready. He knew his opponents. He knew their strengths. He knew their weaknesses. And he was a student in the game.
And he exploited those weaknesses.
Exactly. Exactly. If your opponent does not have a weakness, you have to find one.
You have to create one.
Create one and exploit it to all ends.
You know, you look at all of the big strong. If you don't have a weakness, you go to the legs.
Oh.
You chop them down like big giant sequoia trees.
Exactly, like going to the midsection or to the head on a big guy will not get it done. You have to start low then work high.
Yeah, that's right. Like they say to the boxer, you work the body and it's gonna fall.
Exactly. CJ trying to fight back. Oh.
DeMarcus was going to go out and he caught himself on the rope. Tried it again, but not this time.
Tried to hold on to it, but definitely like 8 pound feet on that one.
You know, too, with CJ, you know something's coming.
Look at his eye right now. Looks like something might be coming.
You can see something right now. He's brewing something. DeMarcus was quick enough to get out of the way. Caught him with a leg sweep right in the back of the knee, almost like a chop block.
Very, very, very the martial arts background and the speed and quickness, like that definitely takes off a good 60-70% of CJ's arsenal as well. That's his back.
You know, that reminds me of a chop block in football. You clip that back of the knee, you're going to drop. I don't care who you are, you're going to go down. Well, I couldn't see it where the crowd was standing up, but somebody just tasted steel.
Looks like our heavyweight champion, CJ Edwards, ate that steel part of the cage that will be used later on tonight.
That was our champion that tasted steel?
Yes, it was.
Well, DeMarcus said he was going to do whatever it takes to get the job done.
And in this match, it's one of those type of matches where you can actually do whatever it needs to be done, and it's all legal. Like, hey,
oh, CJ took flight and almost hit the top of that cage. DeMarcus launched him, man, like a rocket.
Some of the fans showing some concern for the heavyweight champion. One other person not showing some concern. Well, we're gonna exclude.
But if you notice the fans, though, they're kind of a 50-50 crowd.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, it's definitely a 50-50 crowd. Like these two, like they were the top tag team in this promotion.
They were.
And now the crowd don't know who to cheer for, don't know who to do for. At this point, they kind of just want to see blood.
Do you think that after this, do you think the tag team can be repaired?
You know, anything's possible. Anything's possible. It's
That's
like,
true.
It can take a big war like this to mend